G'day everyone, welcome back to Football Queensland HQ. A big happy new year, and we are very much looking forward to 2026. We start today off with our first cup draw of the year for the Kappa Queensland Cup. 2026 will see the biggest ever edition of the Kappa Queensland Cup. We've got 307 teams competing across our 4 divisions statewide, so obviously our men, our women and our under 18 boys and girls. So delighted to welcome back our South East Queensland General Manager, Damien Bressick, to help me with the draw today. Damo, thanks for being here, mate.
Always a pleasure, Slater. We're getting experts at this thing now. So to all our people out there, Happy New Year, as Slater said. Wish you all the best for 2026 and good luck in the upcoming draw to everybody.
Fantastic. So, massive draw today. It's going to take a little bit of time to get through, and there will be some resetting of balls for different regions. We're going to start in the South East Queensland region with the men. So, we've ended up with 146 total men's clubs across the state. Of course, this also does double as the Australia Cup qualifying pathway, the Han Australia Cup. So, of course, our 4 Queensland Cup men's semi-finalists will also make the coveted round of 32 of the Han Australia Cup. So, this is the starting point today for all of our SEQ men's clubs from FQPL 3 and below. So, we do start in round 2. That's how the format has ended up. We're going to draw 15 fixtures out of 70 clubs in round 2, with the remainder of the undrawn clubs. They will be lucky, they'll get the bye straight through to round 3. So we're going to start in round 2. We've got 70 balls in the pot representing our 70 clubs from QPL 3 and below, and we'll get started.
First team out for the 2026 Kappa Cup is number 54.
Ball number 54, hosting the first match, is Springfield United.
They will be taking on number 52.
Ball number 52, Runaway Bay from the South Coast.
Game 2 will be number 33.
Ball 33, Nambour Yandina United from the Central Coast.
Making the trip up to the sunny coast will be number 55.
Ball 55, which is St Albans from Toowoomba.
Nice little drive across the range there. Next game, number 7.
Ball 7, which is Beerwah, also from the Central Coast.
Number 44.
Beerwah will be hosting Palm Beach. That's a long drive.
Game 4 is number 40, 40.
Ball 40, North County.
We'll take on ball 26.
Ball number 26, Logan Village.
Game 5, ball 5, 05.
Ball 5, Bardon Latrobe.
We'll be taking on 50, 50, the opposite.
Ball 50, Ripley Valley.
Game 6, ball 59.
Ball number 59 is Tarragindi Tigers.
Taking on the Tigers will be ball number 19.
Ball 19, which is Ipswich Knights.
Game 7, ball number 69.
Ball 69 is Woomba Snakes.
Taking on ball number 1.
Ball number 1, AC Carina, making the trip up the Sunshine Coast.
Our 8th game, ball number 28.
Ball 28 is Moggle FC.
And Moggle will take on and host ball 21.
Ball number 21 is Kangaroo Point Rovers. So we'll just quickly pause there, Damo, to recap the first 8 games. Bit of luck for the Sunshine Coast clubs, I suppose, in a few home games there. So St Albans travelling all the way across from Toowoomba.
Nice drive from Toowoomba, Palm Beach to Beerwah as well, so nice trek up the N1 for them.
Yeah, so some early Queensland Cup men action for our Sunshine Coast football community to draw. So we'll jump back in now. We'll draw the last 7 games. Game number 9, is ball 38. Ball number 38, North Brisbane.
And they will take on ball number 14.
Ball 14, Coolum FC will be making the trip down.
Game 10 is ball number 43.
Number 43 is Pacific Pines on the South Coast.
taking on ball 61.
number 61, Tweed United. So we've got a local South Coast derby there.
Ball number 11.
Ball number 11 in game number 11 is Brighton Bulldogs.
Taking on ball number 8.
Ball 8, Bethania Rams.
Game 12, ball 48.
Ball 48 is Redcliffe Dolphins.
Travelling to the Peninsula will be number 13.
Ball 13, Centenary Stormers will be making the trip across the bridge.
Ball number 13, or game number 13, is ball number 49 to host.
Ridge Hills.
And they will take on ball number 3.
Number 3 is Annalee FC, making the trip across to Ridge Hills.
2 to go in this round. Ball number 18 for game 14.
Highfields, Toowoomba, Darling Downs.
They will be hosting ball number 68.
Ball 68, Willowburn, so we've got Darling Downs Derby.
And the last game in round 2 will be ball number 2. Acacia Ridge will take on ball 16.
Ball number 16 is Gatton Redbacks. We'll be making a trip down to face Acacia Ridge. So just recapping those second set of 7 games, probably highlighted, I think, Damo, by a South Coast derby and a Darling Downs derby.
Yeah.
So we've drawn the 15 matches, the 30 balls out of the pot there. So for the remainder of the undrawn teams, they're the lucky ones. They get the bye straight through to round 3. So what we'll do now is we will reset the balls and come back and draw round 3 so that everyone knows their pathway for the first couple of weeks of the season.
All right, thank you.
All right, we've reset the balls. We're now back to draw round 3 of the SEQ men. So obviously our winning teams from round 2, plus our bye teams, plus of course the addition of the 11 FQPL2 clubs as well, who will come in at this stage and learn their fate. That leaves us with 66 balls in the pot. So we're going to draw 33 fixtures out for round 3. Damo, away you go.
All right. Round 3, first ball, game 1 will be number 12.
Ball number 12 is the winner of Redcliffe Dolphins in Centenary from round 2.
We'll take on ball 5.
Ball number 5, which is the winner of Barton the Valley.
Next game, ball 34.
Ball 34, West Wanderers from Barton Downs.
Making the trip up the range is ball 45.
Ball number 45, Newmarket will be making the trip up.
Game 3 is ball 32.
Ball number 32, the Gap FC.
Visiting the Gap is ball 65.
Ball number 65, Taringa Rovers.
Game 4 is ball 20, 2-0.
Ball number 20 is Kawana FC from the Central Coast.
So another home game for the Coast, Sunshine Coast. And number 30.
Ball number 30, travelling to Kawana, will be Slacks Creek.
Ball number 35 is our next game.
Ball 35 is Westside Grovely.
They will host ball number 42.
Ball 42, which is Maroondah.
Game 6 is ball 38.
Ball number 38, Coomera FC, QPL South Coast.
And making the trip down to Coomera is number 33.
Ball 33, which is UQFC.
We'll clash that one. Ball number 3.
Ball 3 is the winner of Beerwah and Palm Beach from the round 2 game.
So one team is going to a coast, either the sunny coast or the Gold Coast, ball 41.
And the team doing that demo is Logan Roos.
Game 8 is ball 28.
Ball number 28, Pimpamar FC, Central Coast Club.
And Pimpamar will host ball number 24.
Ball number 24 is Musgrave. So we'll pause there very, very quickly. So again, headline probably by another local South Coast derby there as well.
QPL 3, QPL 4. So.
Yeah, so good to see West Wanderers get a home game too against Newmarket. Newmarket, of course, last year famously knocked Sunshine Coast Wanderers out in the Cup. So they'll be looking to start well again, travelling to West Wanderers. Now we might draw the second leg of 8.
Game 9 in round 3 will be hosted by ball number 39.
Ball 39 is Jimboomba.
It's Country Town out to Jimboomba way. Ball 43 will visit Jimboomba.
Ball 43, Mudgeeraba will be making the trip up from the Gold Coast.
Game 10, ball 54.
Ball number 54, Western Spirit.
Western Spirit will be ball 53.
Ball number 53, Warwick will be making the trip down the range.
Too far drive that one. Ball 49 is our next game.
Rockville Rovers. Darling Downs Club.
Another home game for Darling Downs, and Darling Downs will host 64.
Ball number 64 is South West Queensland Thunder, so a very, very, very exciting local derby there.
QPL 2 versus QPL 3, and our next game is ball number 7.
Ball 7 is the winner of Woombai and Karina from round 2.
We'll play ball number 37.
Ball 37, Bribey Island will either come into Woombai or AC Karina.
Bribey's cheering on for Woombai there. Ball 61 is our next host.
Ball 61, Sanford Rangers of QPL 2.
And Sanford will host ball 51.
Ball number 51 is Tambourine Mountain. We'll be heading to Sanford Rangers.
Gold Coast Community League side. Next game, ball number 36.
Ball 36 is Baringa from the Sunshine Coast.
And they'll take on ball 21.
Ball number 21, Logan Metro will be heading to Nichols Highway.
Game 15 is ball number 48.
Ball 48, Pine Rivers FC.
Pine Rivers will take on ball 19.
Ball number 19 is Gympie United, will be coming the other way down Nichols Highway to play Pine Rivers.
Ball number 1.
Ball 1 is the winner of that Springfield United and Monday Bay round 2 game.
And they'll take on ball 59.
Ball number 59 is Mitchelton FC in QPL 2. We'll pause there just quickly. Sorry, I didn't realise we hit the next 8 fixtures. So probably the headline there undoubtedly has to be that local derby.
Yeah, it's
derby. So very exciting.
Rockville versus Thunder. So
very exciting opportunity for Rockville to show what they can do in that one, and a few more FQPL 2 sides out of the pot as well, with Mitchelton having to travel to either Springfield or Runaway Bay. So that'll be a tough test for them, I think, first up as well. So we might jump into the next 8. Damon?
Game 17 will be ball 15.
Ball number 15 is the winner of Acacia Ridge and Gatton from the round 2 game.
And they'll take on ball 22.
Ball number 22, Maroochydore Swans from the Sunny Coast.
Ball 58.
Ball number 58, Grange Thistle from QPL 2.
And they'll take on ball 29.
Ball number 29 is QUT.
Next one out is ball 26.
Ball number 26, Noosa Lions.
Sunshine Coast. Number 4.
Noosa Lions will take on the winner of North Pine and Logan Village from the round 2.
Game 20 will be ball 17.
Ball number 17, Balamble.
And the team trekking over the border to New South Wales will be ball number 23.
Ball 23 is Mount Gravatt Hawks. We'll be making the trek south.
Game 21 will be hosted by ball 52.
Ball number 52 is University of South Queensland.
Toowoomba. Ball 56.
We'll be playing Brisbane Knights. We'll be making the trek west.
Toowoomba's hosting a few games. Number 14 is our next host.
Number 14 is the winner of that Darling Downs derby in round 2 from Highfields and Willowburn.
And they'll they'll take on ball 46.
Ball 46, North Lakes United will travel west.
Ball number 2 will host game 23.
Ball number 2 is the winner of Nambour Yandina in St Albans in round 2.
And they'll take on ball number 13.
Ball 13, the winner of Ridge Hills and Antelope.
Game 24 is being hosted by ball number 47.
Ball 47, Oxley United.
Making the trip to Oxley is ball number 6.
Ball number 6, the winner of Tarragindi Tigers and Ipswich Knights. If you just pause there for us, Damo. Sorry, we've hit the next date. So again, more FQPL2 clubs getting their entry point into the competition, of course. The Brisbane Knights having to travel west. Grange Thistle getting a home game, which I'm sure they'll appreciate at this point in the season. And some more exciting games for the Darling Downs clubs to host. So there's going to be a lot of Queensland Cup football in these early rounds played out in the Darling Downs, which is a hugely exciting opportunity for the region. So we'll draw the last 9. We're nearly there.
Game 25 will be hosted by ball 57.
Ball number 57, Caloundra FC and Sunshine Coast, of course, promoted into FQPL2 for this year.
Ball number 10.
And they will be hosting the winner of Pacific Pines and Tweed United. A long trip ahead of them if they are successful in round 2.
Gold Coast to the Sunny Coast. Ball number 18.
Ball 18 is Burleigh Heads.
And Burleigh will host ball number 11.
Ball 11 is the winner of Brighton and Bethania from round 2. Burleigh, of course, on the FQPL3 South Coast last year.
Game 17 is ball number 50. 27, sorry.
Ball 50, so Stanthorpe, Carlton United. Home game for their appearance in the Queensland Cup.
First time appearance, and good on Stanthorpe for drawing a home game, and they'll be taking on ball number 44.
So travelling to Stanthorpe will be Nerang. So it'll be a South Coast versus Darling Downs encounter there.
Ball number 20, game 28 will be ball number 40.
Ball 40 is Kingscliff and FQPL South Coast.
Another one travelling over the border to northern New South Wales will be ball number 60, 60.
Ball 60, Pine Hills will be making it the FQPL2 club.
Game 29 is ball number 8.
Ball 8, the winner of Moggle and Kangaroo Point Rovers from round 2.
And they'll host ball number 9.
Ball number 9 is the winner of North Brisbane and Coolum from round 2. So we'll get on the bridge before we know what that looks like.
Game 30 is ball number 66.
Ball number 66, Virginia United, promoted into FQPL2 this year.
We'll take on ball 16.
Ball number 16 is Australian Catholic University, ACU, who travels to
Game 31, ball 55.
Ball number 55, Yeronga Eagles.
Yeronga will host ball 27.
Ball number 27 is Ormo, will travel up the highway to Yeronga.
Game 32 and the second last game will be ball 62.
Ball 62, South United, FQPL2.
And the Souths will be hosting ball 25.
Ball 25, New Farm United will travel across the Wakely Park.
And the 33rd and last game of round 3 will be hosted by ball 63.
Southside Eagles.
And they will take on the last ball in our pot, ball 31.
Ball number 31. So Southside Eagles will host Surfers Paradise Apollo. We'll head up to Memorial Park. So again, a couple of very exciting games there. Another great result for the Darling Downs, or for Stanthorpe, I suppose, getting to host Nerang. Kingscliff Pine Hills intrigues me as well. Pine Hills are a
bit of a travel to northern New South Wales. Burleigh Heads is hosting a game as well. So we've done well for our regional regions, the Sunny Coast, Gold Coast and Toowoomba all hosting a large amount of games. So it's good to see.
Yeah, fantastic. And again, that's what we want. We want the Queensland Cup to be truly statewide, so to see as many games hosted outside of Brisbane as possible is always a great result. We're going to reset the balls now. We'll come back and we're going to draw the SEQ Women's is going to be the next one that we'll draw. All right, we're now back to draw the South East Queensland women. Now, the South East Queensland women's division has gotten so big this year. We actually need a qualifying round, so we need to draw 2 games, which is obviously 4 teams are going to come out of the pot that are going to have to play the qualifying round, unluckily, which will then leave us with enough teams to draw round 1 and round 2. So we're going to quickly draw the qualifying round, and then we'll reset the balls, draw round 1 and draw round 2. So unlucky 4 are going to come out of the pot here.
Hosting the first game will be number 5.
The ball number 5 is Gatton Redbacks from Darling Downs.
And going up the range will be ball number 28.
Ball 28 is Toowong FC. We'll be heading up.
And our second qualifying game will be hosted by ball number 8.
Ball 8, which is Ipswich FC.
And taking on Ipswich will be ball number 33.
Ball 33 is Wynnum Wolves. We'll be travelling out to Ipswich.
So there are 2 qualifying
games. 2
games.
qualifying games. Gatton Redbacks hosting Toowong FC, and Ipswich FC will be hosting Wynnum Wolves. That will then, those 2 teams will then obviously win through to round 1, and we'll draw that now. We'll reset the balls quickly and draw what round 1 and round 2 looks like for South East Queensland women. All right, we've reset the balls for South East Queensland women. We're now going to draw round 1. So we've got 32 balls in the pot, which is our FQPL 3 and below teams right the way across South East Queensland in the women. Obviously, we've had to draw 2 qualifying games, so 4 teams will have already had a game. 2 will obviously win through to the round 1 draw, and they'll be represented in this pot as well. There you go.
Game 1 of round 1 will be hosted by number 13.
Ball 13 is Musgrave FC on the south coast.
Last year's QPL 3 champions will host 5.
Ball number 5 is Chinchilla. We'll be heading down to Musgrave.
Second game will be hosted by ball number 9.
Ball 9, Kawana FC on the Sunshine Coast.
Travelling to the sunny coast will be ball number 1.
Ball 1, so that's the winner of the qualifying round game, Gatton or Toowong.
Game 3 is hosted by 23.
Ball 23, Roachdale Rovers.
Roachdale will be hosting ball 28.
Ball number 28 is Uni South Coast Queensland, so they'll head in to play Roachdale.
Ball number 4.
Broadbeach United.
Coming down the Gold Coast, number 27.
Ball 27 is Tarragindi Tigers. We'll head down the M1 in the women's.
Game 5 is being hosted by 25.
Ball 25, Springfield United.
Springfield will be hosting ball number 6.
Ball 6, Coomera FC, coming up the M1.
Next one, number 24.
Ball 24, Rockville Rovers and Darling Downs.
Men and women at home for Rockville. Number 11 is travelling up the range.
Magic United will be travelling from the Gold Coast up to Rockville.
Ball number 2.
Ball 2 is the winner of the qualifying round game between Ipswich FC and Wynnum Wolves.
They'll host ball number 19.
Ball 19, Ormo, will be heading to either Ipswich or Carmichael Park at Wynnum.
Game 8, ball number 30.
Ball 30, Willowburn, so another Darling Downs home game. Great to see.
We're going to run out of field space in Darling Downs with all this. Ball number 10.
Ball number 10, so Kingscliff will be heading over the border and up to Toowoomba. So we'll just pause there, Damo, very quickly. Sorry, we crept up on us again. So a couple of really, really intriguing games there. So Chinchilla heading to Musgrave, the reigning FQPL 3 champions on the south coast.
Haven't been kind to the south coast, have I? Really? Coomera, Magic and Kingscliff all the way, and Ormo all the way.
Yeah, so again, some really, really good representation there in terms of home games for the Darling Downs and also for the south coast and sunny coast. So great to see. We'll draw the next 8 to conclude round 1.
Game 9 will be hosted by ball number 21.
Ball 21 is Pine Hills.
Ball 17.
Ball 17, Northern Rivers will be heading up to Pine Hills.
Drive from Byron Bay. Ball number 8.
Ball number 8 is Highfields, another Darling Downs home game.
Another home game for the Downs. 26 is making the trek up there.
So that's Surfers Paradise. So another South Coast to Darling Downs run there.
We can maybe organise a big bus for everybody. Ball number 12 will host game 11.
Mount Gravatt Hawks will have a home game at Dittmer Park in round 1.
And they'll take on ball number 31.
Ball 31, Woombye will be the ones making the trip down to Dittmer Park.
Game 12 is being hosted by ball 14.
Ball number 14, Narangba Eagles.
Ball 29.
Ball number 29 is Warwick, will be heading down to Narangba.
Or up to Narangba. Ball 32.
Narangba, I suppose.
32, Yeronga.
Yeronga Eagles.
Hosting, Yeronga will host ball 18.
Ball 18, Nambour Yandina United will come down to Yeronga.
Number 3 hosts game 14.
Biwa Glasshouse, BGs.
The BGs going up to the BGs is ball 16.
Ball number 16, Noosa Lions. So we've got
Short
a
trip,
local
derby.
Sunshine Coast derby there.
Game 15 is ball 22.
Ball number 22, Robina City.
Gold Coast finally get the host one, and they'll host ball 7.
Ball 7, Gympie United. That's a
bit of a
long
drive.
trek for Gympie,
Bit of a
but
drive.
good challenge nonetheless. Robina of very
And the
solid
last
outfit.
game in round 1 for the women's Kappa Pro will be hosted by 20.
Pacific Pines, so we've got another South Coast home game there, Damo.
Going to Brockville Oval will be number 15.
New Farm United will be the ones heading down to Pack Pine. So again, some long
good
long
travel,
distances
yeah.
covered there. So Northern Rivers heading up to Pine Hills, Surfers up to Highfields, Warwick down to Narangba,
Gympie to Rabina.
Gympie to Rabina is a very
And
very
then
long
you've got
trip.
a local derby with Biwa and Noosa. So
Should be fantastic. We're very fortunate to have such good representation from across southeast Queensland, and it's a great opportunity for these clubs to, of course, play some different outfits, not always in their own FQPL competition. So some mouth-watering matchups there. We're now going to reset the balls and come back and draw round 2, so that these clubs will know exactly where they stand if they do win their round 1 games.
all right.
All right, we've now reset the balls. SEQ Women round 2. Of course, 16 balls in the pot representing the 16 fixture winners from round 1. Damo,
All right.
away you go.
Here we go. Game 1, round 2, hosted by number 12.
So 12 will either be Narangba or Warwick.
And they'll host ball number 8.
So that will be Willowburn or Kingsbrook.
Game 2 will be round number 3, ball 3, sorry.
Rochdale, or University of Southern Queensland.
And they will host ball 16.
Pack Pines or New Farm.
Game 3 will be hosted by number 14.
Ball 14 will be BGs or Noosa, the winner of the local derby in round 1.
So definitely a game on the sunny coast against ball 7.
Ball 7 is the winner of obviously Ipswich or Wynnum in the qualifying round, or Ormo, depending on how that transpires.
Ball 2 will host game 4.
Kawana, Gatton or Toowong.
And they'll be hosting ball 6.
Which will be Rockville or Magic.
Game 5 is ball 10.
Highfields or Surfers Paradise and Polo.
And they'll be hosting the winner of the game, ball 1.
Which is Musgrave or Chinchilla.
Next game is ball number 5.
Springfield United or Coomera.
Will host ball number 4.
Ball 4, Broadbeach or Tarragindi.
Second last game for round 2 will be hosted by game 11.
Mount Gravatt or Woombye.
They'll host 15.
Rabina or Gympie United.
And the last game of round 2 will be hosted by ball number 9.
Which is Pine Hills or Northern Rivers.
And they'll take on the winner of 13.
which is Yeronga Eagles or Nambour Yandina. So obviously a bit of water to go under the bridge, Damo, before we really know how this plays out, but a couple of potential local derbies there if Surfers Paradise and Musgrave do win through round 1, or Coomera or Broadbeach as well, potentially drawing each other in round 2 if they can get through their round 1 fixture.
And on the flip side, it could be Highfields versus Chinchilla.
Yes, absolutely. So these clubs now know their pathway through for the first couple of rounds of the Queensland Cup. We're now going to reset the balls. We've got to come back and draw some regional fixtures right the way up and down the state as well, which is super exciting. So we'll reset the balls and be back shortly.
See you soon.
All right, we've done a ball reset. We're now in the Central Coast region. So we're going to draw a qualifying round in Central Coast and a qualifying round in Wide Bay. Such good representation in these regions, Damo, that we do actually have to knock a team out to get down to 8 teams for round 1. Central Coast and Wide Bay, of course, being 9-team FQPL leagues in the men. So there's going to be 2 unlucky teams here that get drawn out in Central Coast to determine a qualifying round fixture to go into round 1, where they're going to pop those 2 balls back and do exactly the same in the Wide Bay to set up our round 1 draws in each of those regions as well. So Central Coast qualifying round, 2 teams are going to come out of the pot. Let's see how we go.
9 teams in the Central Coast. Qualifying game will be hosted by ball number 9.
Ball 9, which is Southside United.
And Southside will be taking on ball number 6.
Ball 6, which is Clinton FC, will be travelling to Southside United. So that's the qualifying round in Central Coast. So Damo's going to pop those 2 balls back in. We're now going to go to Wide Bay and do exactly the same thing.
Nine teams in Wide Bay, and hosting the qualifier will be ball 5.
Ball number 5 is Doon Villa,
and they'll take on ball 2.
Ball 2, which is Bagara FC, will travel down to Doon Villa. So those are our qualifying rounds now sorted in the men in Wide Bay and Central Coast. We'll do a quick reset and then we're going to draw round 1. All right, we've reset the balls. We're back in Central Coast, round 1 men, 8 teams in the pot. We're going to draw out 4 fixtures and then we're going to quickly dump the balls back in. We're also going to do the exact same in Wide Bay, which also has 8 teams in their pot for round 1 for 4 fixtures. So starting in Central Coast, Damo, when you're ready.
Game 1, Central Coast, will be hosted by ball number 8.
Ball 8, which is Narimbara.
And they'll be taking on ball 5.
Ball 5, which is Cap Coast FC.
Game 2 on the Central Coast is ball number 4.
Ball 4, Bluebirds United.
Bluebirds hosting ball number 7.
Ball 7, Frenchville will be travelling to Bluebirds.
Game 3, hosted by ball 6.
Ball number 6, Central FC.
Central will host ball 3.
Ball 3, which is Bits, Boyne Island, Tanham
And the
Sands.
last game, and game 4 in the Central Coast, will be hosted by ball number 1.
Ball 1, which is the winner of the qualifying game between Southside United and Clinton.
And they'll take on ball number 2.
Which is Bersica. So just recapping there, Narimbara hosting Cap Coast, Bluebirds hosting Frenchville, Central hosting Bits, and the winner of the qualifying game will host Bersica. So Damien's putting the 8 balls back in the pot. We're now going to scoot down into the Wide Bay region, get my geography right, and draw our 4 Wide Bay round 1 men's fixtures for Wide Bay.
Hosting game 1 in Wide Bay in round 1 is ball number 8.
Ball 8, which is United Warriors.
And United Warriors will take on ball number 3.
Ball 3, which is Bingra.
Game 2 in the Wide Bay will be hosted by ball 5.
Ball 5, which is Corinthians.
Corinthians will be taking on ball number 4.
Ball number 4, Brothers Aston Villa will play Corinthians.
Game 3 is hosted by number 1.
Ball number 1, that's the winner of the qualifier between Doon Villa and Bagara.
And they'll be taking on ball number 6.
Ball 6, Sunbury.
And last game in the Wide Bay and game 4 will be number 2.
Ball 2, which is Across the Waves.
And Across the Waves will be hosting ball 7.
Ball 7, United Park Eagles. So a somewhat of a local Bundaberg game there. Some good games there. United Warriors will be looking to get their campaign off to a good start, with Bingra travelling down. Corinthians Brothers, of course, Doon Villa or Bagara will host Sunbury, and then the local Bundaberg game across the waves and UPE. So we'll reset the balls. We're going to go up into the Whitsunday Coast next.
Okay.
Okay, next up, Northern Conference, Damo. So we're up into Whitsunday Coast first, then we'll go north, which is Townsville, and then far north, which is Cairns and surrounds as well. So starting point for these competitions is round 2 in the men, due to the number of teams and of course the progression requirements as we go right the way through. So each of these regions is going to have 8 balls in the pot, 4 fixtures. So we're going to go rapid fire. We're going to draw out our 4 Whitsunday Coast fixtures, reload the balls, then Northern, reload the balls, then far north. So I will let you do your magic.
All right, mate. Game 1, round 2, Whitsunday will be hosted by ball 5.
So Mackay Wanderers is the first team out of the pot there.
And Mackay Wanderers will host ball 3.
Ball 3, which is Mackay Lions.
Game 2 in round 2 in the Whitsundays will be hosted by ball 6.
Ball number 6, which is Magpies FC.
Magpies will be hosting ball 4.
Ball number 4, Mackay Rangers.
Game 3, round 2 in the Whitsundays hosted by ball 7.
Ball 7 is Whitsunday United up at Airlie Beach.
Making the trek to Airlie is ball 1.
Ball 1, City Brothers.
And game 4 and the last game in round 2 in the Whitsundays will be ball 2.
Ball number 2, Dolphins.
Taking on, obviously, should be ball 8.
Ball 8, Country United. So just recapping, Mackay Wanderers playing Mackay Lions. So Mackay Lions, of course, made quite a good run of it last year in the Cup. Magpies hosting Rangers, Whitsunday United hosting City Brothers, and Dolphins are hosting Country United. You've just reset the balls.
Yep.
We're going to do now Northern up in Townsville. So again, 8 balls in the pot, 4 fixtures.
Northern round 2, game 1 is being hosted by ball 8.
Ball 8, Townsville Warriors.
Townsville Warriors will be taking on at home in ball 6.
Ball number 6, Riverway JCU.
Game 2 in the north is being hosted by ball 7.
Ball 7, Saints Eagles Souths.
Ball number 2 will travel to Souths.
Ball 2, Burdekin FC. Travel up into Townsville.
Game 3 in our north for round 2 is hosted by ball 1.
Ball 1, Brothers Townsville.
Taking on Brothers is ball 5.
Ball 5, Rebels FC.
And game 4 and the last game in round 2 in the north will be hosted by ball 3.
Ball number 3, which is Estates.
And they'll take on ball 4.
Ball 4, MA Olympic. So just recapping while Damo resets the balls for the far north. Townsville Warriors hosting Riverway. Saints Eagles Souths hosting Burdekin. Brothers Townsville hosting Rebels. And Estates hosting MA Olympic. So 8 balls back in. We're now going to go across to the far north up in Cairns and draw those 4 fixtures out.
Far north, round 2, game 1 is being hosted by ball 2.
Ball number 2, Innisfail United getting the home game, south of Cairns.
And they'll take on ball 8.
Ball number 8, so Stratford will travel down to Innisfail.
The Dolphins, game 2 will be hosted by ball 6.
Ball number 6, Red Lynch Strikers.
Red Lynch will be taking on ball number 4.
Ball number 4, Mareeba United will travel down and into Red Lynch.
Game 3 is hosted by ball number 1.
Ball number 1, Edge Hill.
And Edge Hill will take on ball number 5.
Ball number 5 is Marlin Coast. That's a grand final rematch up there from last year. Of course, Marlin Coast were our regional winners in the Queensland Cup last year too, hosted Peninsula Power in that famous quarter-final that went all the way, 120 minutes. Sorry to interrupt you, Damo, but keep going.
Right. Well, Edge Hill has represented in the games before as well.
Yes.
So it's a very mouth-watering fixture. Last game in the far north will be hosted by ball 7.
Ball 7 is Southside Comets.
And the last one to come out is then obviously ball 3.
So Leichhardt will travel down to Southside Comets. So just recapping those games, we've got some juicy matchups there in the far north, which is always a strong competition. Innisfail hosting Stratford. Red Lynch will host Mareeba. Edge Hill and Marlin Coast will play off in a grand final replay, and Southside Comets will host Leichhardt. So we'll now reset. We're going to double back around to Central Coast and Wide Bay to draw their round 2 fixtures.
All right, we've done a ball reset. We're looping back around to Central Coast round 2 men. So 4 balls in the pot, of course the 4 winners of the round 1 games. We're then going to rapid fire into Wide Bay, do exactly the same thing. We're then going to jump up into the Northern Conference, which is their round 3 games, because they've also got 4 balls in the pot representing their 4 round 2 fixture winners. So we've got five regions to do here in rapid fire across round 2 and round 3. But Damo, you're the expert, so we're going to follow your lead. Central Coast men round 2. Here we go.
Round 2, game 1 will be hosted by Ball 1.
Ball 1, which is the winner of Narimbura and Kappa Coast in round 1.
And they'll take on the winner of Ball 3.
So that's Central or Bits.
And then round 2, game 2 in Central Coast, is Ball 2.
Ball 2, so it's the winner of Bluebirds and Frenchville.
And they'll take on Ball 4.
Ball 4, perfect. So back in the pot, we're now going to jump across, or down I should say, geographically into the Wide Bay, and we've got their 4 balls. There's 4 fixture winners from round 1.
First game will be hosted by Ball 3.
Ball 3, which is Doonvilla, Bargara or Sunbury, because of course that's got the qualifying round attached to
They'll
it.
take on Ball 4.
Ball 4, which is Across the Waves or UPE.
Game 2, round 2 will be hosted by Ball 1.
Ball number 1, so that's United Warriors or Bingra.
Which should leave Ball 2 as the opposition.
And it does, so Corinthians and Brothers Aston Villa. So
balls go back in.
Yep, balls go back in. We'll now jump up into Whitsunday Coast round 3. So again, 4 balls in the pot, representing their 4 round 2 game winners.
So game 1, round 3 for the Whitsundays will be hosted by Ball 2.
Ball 2, which is Magpies or Mackay Rangers.
And taking on Magpies will be Ball 4.
Ball 4, which is Dolphins or Country United.
Hosting the second game will be Ball 3.
Ball 3, which is Whitsunday United or City Brothers.
And they'll take on, should be left, Ball 1.
Ball number 1, which is Mackay Wanderers or Mackay Lions.
Reload.
So Northern round 3, 4 balls, 4 round 2 winners. Away we go.
Game 1 North, round 3, hosted by number 1.
Ball 1, Townsville Warriors or Riverway JCU.
And they'll take on Ball 4.
Which is Estates or MA Olympic.
And game 2, round 3 in the North will be hosted by Ball 3.
Ball 3, which is Brothers Townsville or Rebels.
And they'll take on, should be left, Ball 2.
Saints Eagles Souths or Burdekin.
So 4 balls back in again.
Back into Far North, 4 round 2 fixture winners.
Hosting game 1 in round 3 in the Far North is Ball number 3.
Ball number 3, which is the winner of that Edge Hill and Marlin Coast very juicy round 2 game.
Taking them on will be Ball number 1.
Ball number 1, Innisfail United or Stratford Dolphins.
Game 2 will be Ball number 2.
Ball 2, Red Lynch or Mareeba.
And they should be taking on Ball 4.
Southside Comets or Leichhardt. Fantastic. We'll now reset, and we're going to come back and draw round 3 in Central Coast and Wide Bay, which will have just the 2 balls to determine a home away. All right, we've doubled back around. Central Coast round 3, 2 balls in the pot left at this stage of the inter-region stuff before they obviously branch out and start playing across regions. So this is basically a home away. There's obviously a lot of water to go under the bridge before we get to this point, but Damo, if you want to draw the home team for the round 3 game out.
So round 3 on the Central Coast will be the winners of Ball 2.
So that's Bluebirds, Frenchville, Southside United, Clinton or Bersica.
Which then leaves obviously Ball 1.
Ball 1, which will be Narimbura, Cap Coast, Central or Bits. So we'll now go back in, repeat the process for Wide Bay, please, Damo.
Again. Hosting the Wide Bay round 3 will be Ball 2.
Ball 2, so that's United Warriors, Bingra, Corinthians or Brothers Aston Villa.
Which should leave Ball 1.
Which will be Doonvilla, Bargara, Sunbury, Across the Waves or United Park Eagles, depending on who makes it through. Obviously plenty of water to go under the bridge, but at least everybody knows their progression pathway now to be the champions of their region, I suppose, in the Queensland Cup. And the next couple of draws that we do will obviously determine the qualification pathway right the way across the country. So we'll now reset the balls. We've got regional women to come back and draw next up. All right, we've reset the balls. We're back now to do the regional women's. So 2 regions require a round 1 here, that being Wide Bay and Central Coast again, just with the numbers and the progression requirements. So we're going to start in the Wide Bay. We've got 6 teams in the pot. We need to draw 2 fixtures here, with then the 2 lucky undrawn teams will have a bye straight through to round 3. We need 4 teams by the time we hit round 3.
Okay.
So away you go.
Round 1 in the Wide Bay will be hosted by ball number 1.
Ball 1, Across the Waves, hosting round 1.
Across the Way will take on number 4.
Ball 4, which is Sunbury, will travel up to Bundaberg.
And game 2 of round 1 will be ball 6.
Ball 6, which is UPE.
And they will take on ball number 5.
Ball 5, which is Tanana. So recapping the 2 fixtures, Across the Waves hosting Sunbury, UPE hosting Tanana, so both games in Bundaberg. That leaves Doon Villa and KSS Jets with the bye straight through to round number 2. So now what we're going to do, we're going to move up to the Central Coast. We've got 7 teams going in the pot here in Central Coast. We need to draw 3 fixtures, which then leaves 1 lucky team with a bye through to round 2.
So I've got 7 balls in there.
7 balls in there, and that'll leave us with 4 teams in round 2.
Round 1 on the Central Coast will be hosted by ball 7.
Ball 7, Narimbara.
And they will be taking on ball 6.
Ball 6, Frenchville.
Game 2 in round 1 on the coast will be ball 4.
Ball 4, Central FC.
Central FC will take on ball 5.
Ball 5, Clinton FC.
And then game 3 in that round will be ball 2.
Ball 2, which is Bits, Bourne Island, Tunham Central.
Bourne Island, and they'll take on ball 1.
Ball 1, which is Bersica.
Which means that ball 3 will have the bye.
Ball 3's got the bye. Fantastic. We'll reset the balls. We're going to come back and draw round 2, and that will extend right the way up the coast. So we'll start in Wide Bay and we'll work our way up and eventually hit far north.
All right.
All right, we're back. Round 2 regional women. We're going to start in Wide Bay. We'll do Wide Bay Central Coast rapid fire again, and then we also have Whitsunday Northern and Far North to do for round 2 regional women.
So 2 games, round 2.
Wide Bay.
Game 1 will be hosted by ball 2.
Ball 2, which is the winner of the UPE Tanana round 1 game.
And they'll be taking on ball 3.
Ball 3, which is Doon Villa.
Game 2 in the Wide Bay will be ball 1.
Ball 1, so that's the winner of Across the Waves and Sunbury from round 1.
That should leave ball 4.
KSS Jets. Fantastic. If you want to drop those 4 back in, Damo, and we'll go up to the Central Coast. And we'll draw, again, 2 games, 4 balls.
Okay. So hosting game 1 in round 2 in the Central Coast will be ball number 1.
Ball 1's the winner of Narimbara and Frenchville from
and
round 1.
they'll take on ball 3.
Ball 3, which is the winner of Bits and Bersica from round 1.
Hosting game 2, round 2 Central Coast is ball 4.
Ball 4, Bluebirds United. They got the round 1 bye.
And they should take on ball 2.
Central and Clinton. Fantastic. We'll do a quick reset. We're going to come back and do Whitsunday and North. All right, Damo, Whitsunday Coast, round 2 women. 8 teams in the pot, 4 fixtures to draw. Let's do it.
Hosting round 2, game 1 will be ball 7.
Magpies FC women.
Magpies FC women will be taking on ball 8.
Ball 8, which is Whitsunday United, will come down.
Game 2, round 2 will be hosted by number 2.
Country United.
Going to country will be number 5.
Mackay Rangers.
Game 3, round 2 in the Whitsundays will be hosted by ball 3.
Dolphins FC.
Dolphins will host ball 1.
City Brothers.
And the last game in round 2 in the Whitsundays will be hosted by ball 4.
Ball 4, Mackay Lions.
And that should leave us with ball 6.
Mackay Wanderers. So just recapping, Magpies hosting Whitsunday United, Country United hosting Mackay Rangers, Dolphins hosting City Brothers, and Mackay Lions hosting Wanderers. All right, up into the northern region, round 2. So progression requirements here dictate 2 fixtures and 2 byes. So we're going to draw, we've got 6 balls in the pot, so four teams are going to be drawn out for 2 games, and then the 2 undrawn teams will be the byes.
All right. Game 1 in the northern, round 2 will be hosted by ball 4.
Ball 4, which is Saints Eagles Souths.
Saints Eagles will be taking on ball 1.
Brothers Townsville.
Game 2, round 2, will be hosted by ball 5.
Townsville Warriors.
And Townsville Warriors will take on Ball 2.
Ball 2, which is MA Olympic. So while
Which
Damo draws
means
the buys out.
Ball 6.
States have a bye.
And Ball 3 will have a bye.
Riverway JCU has a bye. Fantastic. So just recapping the fixtures, Saints Eagles Souths hosting Brothers, Townsville. And Townsville Warriors hosting MA Olympic. That leaves the States and Riverway with the buys into round 3, which will be drawn at a later date. We'll quickly drop the balls back in the pot and we'll go up into the far north. All right, far north women, round 2. So 7 balls in the pot, 3 fixtures, 1 bye for this one, Damo, please.
Last one out will be the bye. So hosting the first game will be Ball 6.
Ball 6, Southside Comets.
Southside Comets will take on Ball 3.
Ball number 3, Mareeba United will be travelling down to Southside.
Game 2, round 2 in the far north is Ball 4.
Ball 4, Marlin Coast up at Trinity Beach. We'll host that one.
Marlin Coast will be taking on Ball 2.
Ball 2, Leichhardt will be heading up there.
And game 3 in the far north will be hosted by Ball number 5.
Ball 5, which is Red Lynch Strikers.
And Red Lynch will be taking on Ball number 1.
Ball number 1, Edge Hill.
Which means the team to be lucky enough to draw the bye will be Ball 7.
Well done, Stratford Dolphins. Fantastic. That concludes our regional women's segment, round 1 and 2, depending on the progression requirements across the region. So everybody knows now what their start to the season looks like. We'll obviously come back in a future draw round 3 and beyond. But for now, we're going to do a ball reset and we're going to come back and do the under-18s next. All right, Damo, always an exciting time now. We're up to the under-18 boys and girls part of the draw. So Gold Coast Knights winners of the 18s boys last year and East's winners of the 18s girls. Of course, will be back to defend their title. We're going to start with the 18s boys round of 32. So we actually had 38 clubs this year. So what has happened is the bottom 12 clubs, based on their club assessment score, have gone into a qualifying round, which is actually being played over the course of the next week. So the bottom 6 balls that'll come out of the pot here. We've got 32 balls in the pot. The bottom 6 balls will actually be the winners of those qualifiers, so that we can fill 16 round of 32 games. So if you wouldn't mind, please, away we go.
First team to host is number 8.
Ball number 8, first cab off the rank, Gold Coast United will get a home game in round of 32.
And they'll take on Ball 16.
Ball number 16, which is Sunshine Coast Wanderers, a very, very long trip down to Complex for Sunny Coast Wanderers.
Next host is 23.
Ball 23, Grange Thistle, host at Lanham Park.
Taking on Grange will be Ball 7.
Ball 7, Eastern Suburbs.
Game 3 is Ball number 5.
Ball 5, Brisbane City will have a home game in round 32.
Brisbane City will be taking on Ball number 19.
Ball 19, Virginia United, so that's somewhat of a local north side game, that one.
Next game is Ball number 6, host.
Ball 6, Olympic FC.
Olympic FC will host number 13.
Ball 13, Magic United will travel up to Goodwin Park.
Game 5 in the Under-18 Boys Cup is number 32.
Ball 32, so that's the winner of the South West Queensland Thunder versus Robina qualifying game.
And they'll take on Ball 10.
Ball number 10, so travelling out there will be Rochdale Rovers, so they'll either travel to Thunder or Robina.
Next game is number 15.
Ball 15, Brisbane Strikers will host round 32 game.
Strikers and Perry Park will play host to Ball 20.
Ball number 20 is Taringa Rovers.
Game 7 will be hosted by Ball number 9.
Ball 9, Wynnum Wolves.
And Wynnum Wolves will host Ball number 1.
Moreton City Excelsior, so a big test for Wynnum in their first year as a gold club.
Next game will be hosted by Ball number 3.
Ball number 3 is Lions FC.
And Lions will take on Ball number 2.
Ball number 2 is Gold Coast Knights. So we might just pause there. It's the first 8 of the 16. So we'll pause and quickly recap. We've got a distance derby, Damo, Gold Coast United
versus Wanderers,
and Sunny Coast Wanderers. And the other one that really stands out there was the last one that you drew, Lions against Knights. Gold Coast Knights, who are, of course, the defending 18s boys champions. So that'll be an intriguing game to watch first up. So if you wouldn't mind, we'll draw the next 8.
Game 9 will be hosted by 22.
Sanford Rangers.
Sanford Rangers will take on 27.
27 is the winner of North Lakes and Pine Hills in the qualifier.
Next one, 24.
24 is Ipswich FC.
Going out to Ipswich Way is number 28.
28, which is the winner of the Redlands and UQ qualifier.
Game 11 will be hosted by 21.
21 is Peninsula Power.
Making the track up to the Redcliffe will be number 12.
Ball 12 is Holland Park Hawks.
Game 12 will be hosted by number 18.
Ball 18 is Caboolture.
Heading out to Caboolture Way is ball 26.
Ball number 26 is the Gap FC.
Game 13 will be hosted by 31.
Ball 31 is the winner of the Southside Eagles and Noosa Lions qualifier.
And they will take on ball 25.
Ball 25 is Kappa.
Game 14 will be hosted by number 4.
Ball number 4, Logan Lightning.
Carnubia will go number 30.
Ball 30 is the winner of the North Star and Brighton Bulldogs qualifier.
Second last game and game 15 will be hosted by 11.
Ball 11, which is the Queensland Under-16 state team.
And they'll take on ball 29.
Ball number 29 is the winner of the Coomera and Springfield qualifier.
And our last and 16th game will be hosted by 14.
Ball 14, Mitchelton FC.
And Mitchelton FC will take on 17.
Ball 17 is Ipswich Knights. So a couple of intriguing fixtures again in that second subsection of fixtures. Logan Lightning, so a tough test for either North Star or Brighton, whoever wins through there to go to Cornubia Park. The Gap heading up to Caboolture is another intriguing one that I reckon we should keep an eye on, and also Holland Park having to go across the Hornybrook Bridge up to Peninsula Power. So again, some really intriguing fixtures there to kick us off in the under-18 boys round of 32. So what we'll do now is we'll quickly reset the balls. We'll also draw the round of 16 in the 18s boys so that every team knows their pathway through the initial rounds of the competition. Once we've done that, we'll then come back and repeat the process for the under-18 girls. All right, we've reset the balls.
16.
Under-18 boys round of 16 time, Damo. So, of course, each of the 16 balls in the pot will represent one of the round of 32 fixtures. So, of course, the winners will then qualify through.
Hosting our first game is the winner of game 15.
So that is the Queensland Under-16 state team, Coomera or Springfield, depending on who wins that qualifier and then the round of 32 game.
And they'll take on the winner of 9.
Ball 9 is Sanford Rangers, North Lakes or Pine Hills.
Game 2 is ball 4.
Ball 4, Olympic or Magic.
And we'll take on ball 6.
Ball 6, Brisbane Strikers or Taringa.
Game 3, ball 2.
Ball 2 is Grange, Thistle or Easts.
And they'll take on ball 11.
Ball 11 is Peninsula Power or Holland Park Hawks.
Game 4 is game 13.
Southside Eagles, Noosa Lions or Kappa.
And they'll take on the winner of ball 5.
Ball number 5, Southwest Queensland, Rabina or Roachdale.
Game 5 in the round of 16 is ball 3.
Ball 3, it's the winner of Brisbane City and Virginia United.
And they'll take on ball 8.
Ball 8, the winner of Lions and Gold Coast Knights, that heavyweight round 32 game.
Game 6 is ball 16.
Ball 16, Mitchelton FC or Ipswich Knights.
And they'll take on ball 1.
Ball 1 is Gold Coast United or Sunshine Coast Wanderers.
Second last game, or the 7th game, is the winner of ball 7.
Wynnum Wolves or Moreton City Excelsior.
And they'll take on ball 10.
Ball 10 is Ipswich FC, Redlands or UQ.
And our final game will be hosted by ball 12.
Caboolture or the Gap.
And they'll host ball 14.
Ball 14, Logan, North Star or Brighton. So every team now knows their pathway through the first couple of rounds of the under-18 boys. A lot of water to go under the bridge before we learn exactly what these matchups will be, Damo. But an exciting time for our clubs today, of course, to learn their pathways. And there is some potentially tasty matchups there, which no doubt will all take shape over the coming weeks as the competition gets underway. So what we'll do now, we'll reset the balls and we'll come back and we'll do exactly the same for the under-18 girls. All right, Damo, under-18 girls time. Now we've got 25 entrants for the under-18 girls. So we are drawing around a 32, but with only 25 teams That will involve 9 fixtures, with the remaining 7 undrawn teams will be the bye team straight through to the round of 16. So if you wouldn't mind, we'll go 9 fixtures, rapid fire.
Game 1 will be hosted by 6.
Ball number 6 is Olympic FC.
They'll take on ball 10.
Ball 10 is Rochester.
Game 2 is ball 20.
Ball 20 is North Lakes United.
And North Lakes will be taking on 24.
Ball 24 is UQFC.
Game 3 hosted by 16.
Ball number 16, Peninsula Power.
And they're hosting ball 21.
Ball number 21 is Coomera FC. We'll make the trip up.
Game 4, ball number 9.
Ball 9 is Wynnum Wolves.
And they're taking on ball number 4.
Ball 4 is Logan Lightning. Interesting matchup, that one.
Game 5 will be ball 15.
Ball number 15, Taringa Rovers.
And they're taking on ball 5.
Ball number 5, Brisbane City will travel across to Jack Spear Park.
Game 6 will be hosted by ball 17.
Ball number 17, Ipswich FC.
And Ipswich FC will take on ball 13.
Ball 13, so Sunny Coast Wanderers will travel down and out to Ipswich.
Game 7 hosted by ball 11.
Ball number 11, Magic United, down at
And
Birmingham
Magic
Road.
will take on ball 22.
Ball number 22, South West Queensland Thunder will come down to the South Coast.
Game 8 will be hosted by ball 7.
Ball number 7, Eastern Suburbs.
And they'll be taking on ball 2.
Ball number 2 is Gold Coast Knights.
And the last game in this round will be hosted by ball 3.
Ball 3 is Lions FC.
And they'll take on ball 18.
Ball 18 is Kappa. So we'll just recap those 9 games. Of course, there's 7 teams that have been lucky with a bye through to the round of 16, but there's some really, really good matchups there, Damo. I think Eastern Suburbs and Gold Coast Knights, 2 incredibly strong junior girls programs, will be the headline of that. I think Wynnum and Logan as well will be another one to watch, and also South West Queensland Thunder having to travel all the way down to Magic United.
It'll be a tough drive for those girls down here.
Definitely, but certainly...
Lions and Capella Bar as well. I think Capella Bar's on the rise, so...
Absolutely. So again, we're very fortunate to have a number of quality matchups there in the round of 32. We'll reset the balls now to draw the round of 16. All right, last one of the day. Under 18 girls round of 16. We've reset the balls. We've got 16 balls in the pot, which represents the 9 fixture winners from the round of 32 and the 7 teams who drew a bye straight through. So Damo, if you wouldn't mind, please take us away.
Round of 16 girls, game 1 will be hosted by number 14.
Ball 14 is the Gap FC.
And the Gap will take on ball 4.
Ball 4 is the winner of Wynnum Wolves and Logan Lightning.
Game 2 will be hosted by ball 13.
Ball 13 is Virginia United.
And Virginia will take on ball number 9.
Ball 9 is Lions or Capella.
Game 3 will be hosted by ball 1.
Ball number 1 is the winner of Olympic and Rochester.
And they'll take on ball 5.
Ball 5, Taringa Rovers or Brisbane City.
Game 4 will be hosted by ball 11.
Ball number 11, Gold Coast United.
And they'll take on ball 16.
Ball 16 is Pine Hills to travel down to Gold Coast United.
Game 5 will be hosted by ball 10.
Ball 10, Moreton City Excelsior.
They'll take on ball 6.
Ball number 6, Ipswich FC or Sunshine Coast Wanderers.
And game 6 will be hosted by ball 8.
Ball 8, Eastern Suburbs or Gold Coast Knights, I should say.
And those 2 will be hosting ball 2.
Ball 2 is the winner of North Lakes or UQ.
Second last game, and game 7 will be hosted by 12.
Ball number 12, Mitchelton FC.
Mitchelton will host ball 3.
Ball number 3 is the winner of Peninsula Power and Coomera.
And game 8, and the last game in the round of 16 for the under 18 girls will be hosted by ball 7.
Ball number 7, Magic United or South West Queensland
And
Thunder.
they'll take on 15.
Ball 15 is Springfield United. So again, a bit of water to go under the bridge, Damo, before we hit here with a lot of round of 32 results to come in. But some exciting times again for teams learning their fate. Should be some good matchups, no doubt, by the time that we get there. So appreciate your help with the draw today.
Problems.
It's been, as we said, the biggest ever Kappa Queensland Cup is here in 2026. It's great for teams right the way across the state in our men's, women's, under 18 boys and under 18 girls division to learn their fate through the preliminary rounds. We'll be back once these rounds have taken place to obviously draw further into the tournament, and the excitement obviously builds as we introduce our FQPL 1 teams and our MPL teams into both our men's and women's competition. Of course, we've got those coveted for Hahn Australia Cup round of 32 slots as well on the line in the men, as well as, of course, statewide bragging rights in all 4 of our divisions. So thanks for your time today as we've worked our way through all of these fixtures. It's been a big draw today, so we appreciate your patience, and please keep an eye on Squatty in the coming weeks as we confirm fixture details for these rounds right the way up and down the state. Exciting times. Thanks again.
Thank you all, and good luck with it.